Hi again. My name's Catherine, and I'm super excited to talk to you about this video today. I did a lot of thinking about it this morning, and I feel like this is a really good one to talk about some of the feelings that we're going to be having when we go on a date. So I'm here to tell you about what it's like and some of my experiences after going online to start dating because I needed to meet some men and I wanted to date, and I knew that would be the best way to meet a lot of men. But I had been married for a very long time and I hadn't gone on a date for 29 years. It was a long time. So let me just dive right in. Let's say that you have matched and you are getting ready to go on your first date. I think you're going to have a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, and probably the best way to look at it is just to understand that it's kind of a numbers game and you're going to need to practice at this. So go ahead and go through some of those feelings and those emotions that make you feel like, what am I doing? I haven't done this in so long. And what if he doesn't like me? All of that doesn't matter because you're really just going to be setting up a lot of first dates. And I can kind of tell you a little bit about how I was feeling. And I don't know if this is how you would feel. But having dated, so long ago, trying to relate to what I felt at that time when I first started dating in my early 20s and then met my husband that I was married to, my ex-husband. I kind of was just really, really involved in my future, my career, and I wasn't really going to let the relationship or a future relationship get in my way. So that's kind of how I was in my 20s. So here I was in my 50s, and I had 3 kids and a long marriage. And so a lot of things about men and that kind of life was familiar to me. And so being married for a long time was familiar to me. So I had to kind of readjust my thinking into this gentleman that I'm meeting has no idea who I am. He doesn't know that I went to, 1,000 basketball games with my sons and another 1,000 games just going to all their volleyball games and all the sports and things like that. That he wasn't familiar with that. He was seeing me as a completely different person, somebody he knew nothing about. And so that's kind of daunting if you think about it in that way. But what I want you to do is to think about it as an exciting experience. And if there's no connection, that's okay. We're going to move on to the next date and the next one and the next one. So it's really important to look at how you're feeling, accept how you're feeling, maybe put yourself in the position of the guy. He probably has a lot of feelings that he's going through, and show up with a smile on your face, keep it light and energetic in the conversation, and enjoy it to the best of your ability. Don't worry about if it's what he's thinking. Don't worry about if this is going to lead to a second and a third date. You're showing up, and you're showing up with a positive attitude, with a big smile on your face, and it's an exciting experience. Look at it that way. It's an exciting experience. So that was one topic I wanted to talk about. This leads me to the next topic. Let's say you're on the date and maybe he asked you about your ex. It's really important to not talk about your past relationships, your past marriage. You need to keep the first date on very basic topics of summer plans, vacations you've been to, places you've traveled, where you want to go, the hobbies, the things you enjoy to do. You can talk a little bit about your kids if you have them. And but you get the picture. Everything is really more surface talk, and we're not getting into deep emotional conversations that can lead to uncomfortable feelings. And the other approach I want you to have to this date, and maybe the second or the third date, is that all of these experiences that we've had has led us to where we are right now. So we have gathered a lot of information. We have absorbed other people's personalities and learned more about ourselves. We have made a lot of mistakes. We have grown from those mistakes and to who we are right now. So talking about our past, our negative experiences, it's not good at this part of the journey into your possible relationship with this gentleman. So, and the other way I want you to look at this is we need to be cutting the guy some slack too. So if he were inclined, because you had been talking about your relationship, your previous relationship, to start talking about his, you may start judging him in a way that really isn't fair. And I say it's not fair because you don't know what his journey has been like and his experiences to get to this point right now. And I want you to look at this gentleman in how he is treating you, how he is acting on the date, how he's talking about himself. What do you like about him? What are his actions? And if he is talking because he feels like he has to about his previous marriage or his previous relationship that he just got out of, you're going to be judging him in a way that we just don't want to go there right now. So that's how I feel about that. Okay, now let's say the date went really well and you're excited about it. You're excited about that you had this great conversation. He seems like a super guy. You would like to see him again. Your energy is naturally going to be uplifting. You're going to be smiling a lot. You're probably going to be laughing, giggling, joking around. All of that is really good. But we as women need to hold back and allow the guy to show his interest in you. So let's say we're getting to the part of the date, you've been out on a date for maybe 45 minutes, and now we're starting to come to the end. He may be walking you to the car. I hope he is. That would be a nice gesture. If you say your goodbyes at the restaurant or the coffee shop, that's fine too. You need to allow him to show you that he's interested in you. He's going to do it by maybe giving you a hug, he's going to be giving you some compliments and showing him with his actions. He could be commenting on your smile, your clothes, your look. Hopefully it's a very gentlemanly way, but he's showing his attraction towards you. All of that is very good. Now, what we're not going to do as women at this point is to do anything other than be receptive to, consider it like a gift that he's giving you. He's complimenting you with his actions and his interest and his energy towards you. This is all really good. We are receptive as women to his energy coming towards us. We can give him a hug and say we had a really enjoyable time. And that's it. And we leave it at that. And we say our goodbyes and we go home. Now, okay, and then the other point is, even if you had a great day, we're not going to extend this date past what we already set up. So I did touch on this in the past video that I made. It's really important that you stick to the time. Again, just because you had a great day and you really don't have plans that Saturday afternoon, we're not going to be hanging out and continuing the date. We're going to allow it to come to completion, and now he's going to have to ask you out again. So I touched a little bit about the texting after the date. He's going to be reaching out to you. We're not going to be rushing to text him back right away. You're going to allow to give some time, maybe an hour or two or more. Maybe you're out doing something with your girlfriend, so you don't even have to text him back until the next day if you want. It's okay. Whatever feels natural to you. But I don't want you to text him back in the first 30 minutes, okay? Give it some time. If he asks you out, again, he is taking the leadership role in deciding where you're going to go, okay? So don't fall into the trap of him kind of leading the choice of what you want to do to your decision, okay? He should be bold enough and enough of a leader and kind of that masculine energy coming out and offering some suggestions. And then you can reply if you're interested in dating him again and telling him you think that sounds wonderful. And so now you have a date set up. I don't want you as a woman to feel rejected or just upset if he doesn't reach out to you right away. Give it some time, okay? He may be a really busy guy and that's just the way, that's his style. He may be nervous about how he's supposed to handle it. Is he supposed to text you right away? Is he supposed to wait a couple days or whatever? We don't know that much about him. But I'm saying to you, it's okay if it takes some days. Just let it go. Because remember, you are most likely looking forward to your next date, okay? And your next date after that. And that's how we're gonna approach this. We're just gonna be casual, relaxed. We're going to allow it to happen, okay? Some of the feelings that you should be having within yourself is, does this date feel good? It's all your senses. Feel good, smell good. What are all the other senses? Sound good. You're all over happy, warm feeling. If you have that on the date, that's really good. That's the energy that you want to continue with the gentleman that is pursuing you and you like as well. It's just this lightness and this fun. And the way I looked at it is you are receptive to the guy walking in and you're absolutely 100% okay with him retreating and going back, because then he's going to come towards you again and then he's going to retreat and go back. And every time he comes towards you and you give him this relaxed feeling of enjoyment and he walks out, I can most 100%, I can't do it in absolutes, he is going to want to walk back in. And it's that walking in and seeing you and everything feels light and nice, and then he leaves and walks out and then he comes back. So it's this give and take back and forth. And the way we do that is with our energy. Our energy is welcoming, it's receptive, he's enjoying it, you're enjoying it. We're not talking about emotions, we're not talking about exes. We're not getting into all of that deep discussion. We're just having a good time. All right, so that's my tip for today. A couple of tips, maybe more. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I do hope that you subscribe because I have a lot of real experience in this matter that I would love to continue to share with you, and I wouldn't want you to miss anything. All right, you're beautiful and go have a great day.